Hi, you're watching or listening to the Shift Training Podcast,
where we talk about personal development. We talk about mental, physical, emotional, and spiritual health, and just overall well-being.
And today we'll be doing another book review. Vaughn, what book are we covering today?
The book review that we'll be going over today is The Advice Trap by Michael Bungay.
Okay, so this is like for coaching?
Yes, absolutely. So as you can tell on the title, Advice Trap. So essentially, this book is all about you being more curious instead of giving an advice straight away. And that's the very common mistake most people do when it comes to coaching.
But not just coaches, right?
Not just coaches, it's also trainers. Friends. If you're having a conversation, you like to butt in and interrupt.
Right.
Yeah, so the solution for this is you want to be a little more curious and hold on to that advice.
Cool. Sounds good. What's something that helps with that, I guess?
You have to ask more questions. So instead of, if someone told you that if they have a problem, they tell you this, and we have this concept or preconceived notion in our head, and we think that that's the right answer. But actually, that is just a little piece of information that you have. Instead of being actively listening to others, what they're saying, we need to be quiet and ask more questions, like saying, what else? I think that word or that question, what else, will give you more information, because usually what they say is very shallow. And if you keep asking, what's the challenge for you here? Or what else? What's the real challenge for you? Then you'll be able to get more deep onto that root problem.
What about if you ask, like, could you explain this part of it or help me understand this particular part?
Right. So that's the part where if you have an idea, then that's when you explain it.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So it's not always about like giving advice. It's mostly about asking the right question for them to understand it for themselves. You might have the right idea, but that might not be the right solution for them. So sometimes you have to ask them first before you even give your own 2 cents.
At what point in time do you know to switch from asking questions to providing the advice or suggestions?
Well, when it's clearly obvious, like, where do I turn off the light? How do I turn off the light? It's pretty obvious.
So when they ask like a direct, how do I do X question or something like that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So when they actually ask for it. Mm-hmm. Okay. So before giving advice, wait till they actually ask for advice?
Yeah.
Would that be 100%. A fair summary of that entire book?
Yes.
That's cool. I haven't read the book yet. It's on my to-read list. So that's why I'm asking Vaughn all the questions. I haven't read it yet. It's on my, like I said, to-read list.
Yeah. Another concept about this, what I find interesting is that for the most part, people focus on the problem instead of the solution. They keep going around the problem and not progressing.
Right. Need to be moving towards a solution.
Towards a solution, yes.
Cool. Are there any other gems or key points that you think that we should know or take from this book?
Since we're talking about the advice trap monster, he calls it the advice trap monster. And that's the part where we interrupt people and we think that we know already the answer, but little we don't really know about it. And that will come about because it's a habitual thing that we do when we're having conversation with other people or whatever. We butt in, whatever the case may be. And now that you have that awareness, know that it takes some time. It's a skill that you need to develop. So don't beat yourself up. Oh, I interrupt this person again or whatever. It is something that you need to practice.
100%. Cool. I don't have any other questions. Is there anything else they should know?
I think that's it.
All right, cool. Well, thank you guys. We hope that you take something from this book review. And again, what's the name of the book on?
The Advice Trap by Michael Bungay.
And you recommend it?
Obviously, this is an amazing book. If you're a coach or you just want to have a better conversation with other people, understand that in a deeper level, then this is the book for you.
All right, awesome, guys. Well, please follow us on Shift on Your Life and Shift Training on YouTube and where you can find this podcast. And we hope that you have a fantastic day.